Hello, parents. This is Carla Casa. I am the AIG teacher here at Green Hope Elementary. The purpose of this recording is to briefly highlight the nuts and bolts of SSA. This entire PowerPoint presentation is here for you to read. I am not going to read this to you. I am simply going to highlight certain aspects of the PowerPoint. What is SSA? SSA in a nutshell is basically skipping content. Right here in Wake County, we only offer it in ELA or math. This is basically for students who have already mastered grade level content. Right now, in the fall of 2020, due to schools closing in the spring of 2020, we are taking applications for this school year, but only for 1st through 5th grade. Kindergarten students will be able to test for SSA in the spring. Right now, we are offering our window of testing requests until August 28th. We will not be accepting any requests for testing after August 28th. The district requires that we give parents a 10-day window, and that window opened on August 18th. Please ignore this slide as these are dates from the spring. On this slide, you will see the test request form, which is just great information for you. You do not have to fill it out because we are not here at school for your child to give it to me. So it is simply serving as an information piece. This slide is normally applicable, but it is not this year. Students will be testing this year at the grade level they are currently at. So a 3rd grader would take a 3rd grade assessment. These are the assessments that the county uses to qualify students. You can see on this chart for each grade level what it entails. I want you to pay close attention to the ELA. On the right side, it says, in English language arts, all students must earn at least an 85% or higher correct on the acceleration assessment and score a proficient, which is a level 4, on a writing prompt. So it's very important that you understand for your child to qualify for SSA, ELA, you have to pass the reading portion and the writing portion. Writing is a huge component in our ELA program. So students have to be very good at both reading and writing. Results will be sent home to you in a letter. SSA services will take place by the 7th week of school. Qualifying for SSA. Is this a good thing for my child? That is only something a parent can answer. I want to reiterate, however, that you need to consider your child's social and emotional maturity, their organizational skills, and their ability to focus. Also keep in mind, students are skipping an entire year's worth of content and background knowledge. If your child qualifies for SSA in math or ELA in elementary or middle school, please understand that some classes will take place online. If your child does qualify for SSA, your child may have a different schedule than his or her peers. These are some questions that I would ask that you consider. So, parent reflection questions. And I'm going to read these because I think they're hugely important. Number 1, have I had conversations about the need for skipping a whole grade level's content with my child's teacher? Now, that probably would have happened last year. Your child's teacher this year isn't probably going to be able to answer that for you. But last year, I'm sure that may have come up. How did my child perform in the subject area where I might request acceleration? Were they getting all 4s on all their assignments? Were their assessments really strong? Have I considered what SSA might look like and mean for my child down the road? Do all the data that I have indicate that my child really needs to skip a year of content? This slide shows a look down the road of a current 4th grader and a current 5th grade student. It shows what will happen if your child were to qualify for SSA in ELA. This is a current 6th grade student on this slide and a current 7th grade student. Math. This is middle school math and what it looks like. Why is this important? Because some of the SSA classes, once you get to middle school, will be online, depending upon how far down the line your child needs to go. It is important to know the content is the same no matter which course you take in middle school. The thing that changes is the amount of content included in one school year. So if we look at 6th grade math, it is just 6th grade standards. If we look at 7th grade math, it is 7th grade standards, and so on for 8th grade. With acceleration, it's different. 6th grade, it can also be 6 plus, which is all of 6th grade standards and half of 7th grade standards. And then in 7th grade, in 7 plus, it would be 7th grade standards, the second half that they didn't do in 6th grade, and all of 8th grade standards. And then at 8th grade math would be NC Math 1. This is even more details about middle school and really would only pertain to 5th grade students this year. So if you do have questions about that, I'm going to ask that you email me and we can discuss it. In summary, single subject acceleration is for Wake County Public School students in 1st grade through 7th grade just for the fall. Again, kindergarten students will have the opportunity to try for SSA in the spring. Remember, you can only choose one subject to accelerate in, ELA or math. You do not need to complete the test request form and send it to me. You simply need to send me an email with your child's first and last name, child's teacher, grade level, and your child's student ID number. Remember, students can only test in one subject area, reading or math. I get a lot of questions about what's on the test. How do I prepare? This is not a test where you can just study or cram. This test is for students who already know the content and who are ready to move on to another grade level. It is not something we want our students stressed out about. It is for students who are really already ready. If you have questions or concerns, you can email me at kcasa@wcpss.net and ask. I appreciate the time that you have taken to listen to these instructions and to read through these slides. As an informed parent will make a much better choice for his or her child. Thank you so much, and we are here to help if you need us.